Calls for lower speed limits are getting louder. You may not even be aware of this, but some states have been raising speed limits. And now the Insurance Institute for Highway Traffic Safety, or IIHS, wants to lower speed limits. Their reasoning is that the more safety equipment that goes onto cars, the more people are getting killed in traffic accidents. That doesn't make any sense. But about 43,000 people were killed in the U.S. last year. So the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety is proposing that states take action. It wants them to lower speed limits. It wants better police enforcement to those limits, including more cameras to catch speeders. It wants speed limiters on passenger vehicles, like some commercial vehicle fleets have installed. Then it wants narrower lanes and more speed bumps. This is crazy. Before we jump down this rabbit hole, I want to remind you to subscribe and click that little bell for notifications so you don't miss anything. We give you more than car reviews and first looks of new vehicles. We give you car smarts because knowledge is power. From the IIHS statement about safety equipment, does this mean that the safety equipment that manufacturers have added to make drivers safer and saves lives doesn't work? Because people are overconfident that the safety equipment is so effective that it will save them and allow them to pay less attention on the road? I think so. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety is an independent, nonprofit, scientific, and educational organization dedicated to reducing deaths, injuries, and property damage from motor vehicle crashes through research and evaluation and through education to consumers, policymakers, and safety professionals. They offer great services for crash testing and research. Since 2014, when the U.S. had fewer than 33,000 road fatalities, we've seen a 31% increase in lives lost on the roadways, with the biggest increase occurring during the pandemic. Now, the IIHS wants to reverse this trend by implementing a paradigm shift. This is what I want you to listen to. The safety system approach that they suggest is a framework that has been adopted by countries such as Australia and the Netherlands and Sweden, and was recently included in the U.S. Department of Transportation's National Roadway Safety Strategy that wants to jumpstart this progress. The safe system idea is simple. At its most basic, it acknowledges that humans make mistakes, and when they do, the results should not be fatal. They want to apply controls to all aspects of road safety, but speed is the first target. In their opinion, speeding causes collisions and is deadly. Today, 7 states have maximum speed limits of 80 miles per hour, and on one stretch of road in Texas, it can be legal to drive over 85 miles an hour. The safe system approach to speed, which would involve setting appropriate limits, enforcing those limits consistently, implementing new vehicle technology, and then modifying our roads and infrastructure. This includes adding speed cameras, like they have in London, England, a proven strategy to controlling speed and can minimize encounters between police violators, and they just send you the ticket. They want to control your speed by adding what they call intelligent speed assistance technology that can keep track of the speed limits and issue warnings to the driver or prevent the vehicle from exceeding the speed limit. This was added to the 2021 infrastructure bill and Section 24220, and I've covered that in a previous episode. That would include the possibility of kill switches for new vehicles by 2026. I'm not a fan of this type of technology. Finally, as part of their strategy, they want to have traffic calming solutions, or what we call a road diet, such as narrowing the lanes, reducing the quantity of lanes, and installing speed bumps to coax drivers into easing off the gas pedal. Basically, more controls and more nannies. Here is another perspective. A New York lawmaker wants to raise the speed limit to 70 miles an hour in some places. The bill introduced to the Transportation Committee by Senator Tom O'Mara of Big Flats would authorize the New York Thruway Authority and the Department of Transportation to raise the speed limit on select highways by 5 miles per hour from 65 to 70. Nationwide, more than 40 states have speed limits of 70 miles per hour or higher, and only Hawaii's maximum speed limit of 60 miles per hour is lower than New York State. New York is one of the only 7 states that has kept that 65 mile per hour speed limit on major interstates, despite all the technology and safety features on so many modern vehicles. The number of safety features, which are mostly standard on today's vehicle, makes the cars safer and makes you a better driver. Lane departure, detecting vehicles too close, and more responsive electronic steering are all safety features that reduce the likeliness of an accident, unlike what IIHS is saying. Take a look at Germany's autobahn or highway, for example. The autobahn network in Germany itself has a total length of about 8,197 miles. It's a federally controlled highway, yet most of the areas lack a speed limit. A lack of speed limit literally means what you think. Drivers can drive around or whatever speed they like, so long as they are careful and cause no harm or danger to other drivers. Why is Germany's autobahn so much better than US highways? To get a license in Germany, you are required to take many more and more strict driving lessons, including several where you're taken on the actual autobahn and put into real high-speed traffic situations. Drivers must receive basic first aid training, and on top of that, you still have incredibly difficult multiple choice exam and a road test. Passing on the left is strictly enforced. For everyone else, you must keep right. And if you're not passing anyone and you're just traveling along, you move all the way to the right so that other cars can get by. Cars in Germany are required to have regular, thorough inspections to make sure they're safe for the road, and tailgating is heavily regulated and has a hefty fine. I think this would be a much better solution. Instead of controlling the speed, better education is needed, and improving driving skills should be mandatory. This would make the roads safer, lower your insurance rates, and teach people more than just how to pass the test. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. If you have any questions or comments, because I'm sure you have some good ones on this, I'll be happy to answer them or comment. You can support me by buying me a cup of coffee. The link for that is down in the description, plus all the links for the website, social media, book, and the podcast. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching.